Hello, everybody, and welcome to our IWC Radio WrestleMania review show. A week after the fact, I'm Smoot. Along joining me this evening, Chucks, Beans, and Will. How you guys doing?
Hello.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Good. I am doing all right as well, for the most part. Hopefully.
You got any crazy weather there?
Wind.
We've had snow and like sunburn weather in the same week recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you get snow? Did you? I heard about it. I didn't see. We didn't get any.
Yeah, it was around WrestleMania actually.
Was it? WrestleMania snow.
Flurry of snow, and just sitting there thinking, this is just bizarre. Because I always remember when we went, it was weird actually, because it was on the day when it did, like Facebook does the anniversary things, and it popped up with a picture from Miami when we went to WrestleMania 28, and I remember sitting there because I got really bad sunburn on the first day, and I went back to the hotel and went on Facebook, and my sister said that it'd been snowing, so I was sat there with sunburn thinking, it's snowing back at home, like. And then it was really weird that I'm sat there watching WrestleMania stuff for leading up for this year's, and it was snowing outside, and I thought, oh my god, it's like a thing.
Yeah, they were calling for snow on Tuesday, and it just ended up being like a few flurries and things like that, but the wind was ridiculous. So I feel you
When
on
you
the
say
wind.
your wind was ridiculous, I get the feeling that that's like 10 times worse than ours.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you say wind was ridiculous, so you were probably fighting a hurricane.
Not quite that bad, but there have been a few gusts here and there that definitely seem like a hurricane strength. Yeah.
I have a wrestling related snow story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it right there?
Ah.
What was that?
Cut my thumb on that. Oh, my cream soda.
I'll get some of my cream soda, you dirty bastard.
Sorry, I forgot that it was against your inner beliefs.
I've got a bit of a special one today. I've not tried this before. It's Tango Dark Berry.
Oh, you'll like that.
Is it nice?
For a sugar-free, that's not bad.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
sugar-free as well, isn't it? Yeah. It was on. They were doing a case for 24 in Iceland for like £6.
Mm.
So I thought, other tangos are okay, so why wouldn't this one be?
Mm.
But I'm gonna give you a live taste test. So
I can't wait.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, oh boy, here we go. It's a shame I don't have a drum roll here.
We should really be on video for this, shouldn't we? Anyway.
This is the best I can do.
It's not bad actually.
Ta-da!
I like a fizzy Ribena.
Yeah, a little bit of fizzy Ribena.
In fact, that's probably better than the actual sparkling Ribena you can buy, because that's a bit too gassy. I like that. 8 out of 10.
I'll have to have a look for that now.
8 out of 10.
The
So what is it?
Apple Tango is still the best, I think.
Yeah, I think I agree. Apple is still the best, but the dark berry is pretty strong. Right with that one.
Yeah. Well, it's alright. So yeah, my wrestling related snow story. We went to an event. I think it was a TNA show in Manchester. And while we were in the show, I got a text off my brother who was back home saying it's snowing. Make sure you get back okay and whatever. And in the time we went in and it wasn't snowing. It was absolutely fine. When we come out, I think there'd been about 3 or 4 inches of snow. It was really thick. And we were lucky to get a train because they were cancelling the trains. But yeah, there's my wrestling snow story. Have you got one, Chuck?
I've about through that right, do you?
No, I've got nothing. I've not even caught up with the wrestling since WrestleMania. I just saw last week's Dynamite, but that is it, and I'm totally in the dark on the whole wrestling thing. We
Well,
missed
I'm
one
Got to
show,
be
and I
honest,
just
I've
totally lose track.
got a mountain of shows to watch since WrestleMania, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I really fall out with AEW. Not like I don't like it, I just don't watch it. Just because
falling out with
it's
Tony.
yeah, because it's just because it's a bit awkward to watch because obviously they don't get it on TV here, so it means I've got to fire up the Fight app to get it the next day or whatever. I sound like a real spoiled kid, but don't I? But all that work I've got to do to get the show up. Oh, God.
I've got to load up an app. Imagine. What uses apps these days? Yeah.
I know.
when I use the Fight app thing, it let you do it through the browser on the Xbox. Actually,
Xbox
Yeah, you
browser's
can.
crap though.
I know. I was quite surprised because they didn't have an app on it at the time, and it just loaded it up through a browser, and I'm thinking, well, that
Yeah.
won't work, and then it actually did, and I was like, well, fair play, actually.
Everything just gets covered in ads whenever I try anything on that.
Yeah, because you can't do a blocker, can you? On the
Can't do any kind of
Xbox?
blocker.
Mm. It's daft, really, because the Xbox is just running Windows. You should be able to. Another reason to hate Microsoft.
Oh, don't get me started with Microsoft and their fucking Windows updates.
For some reason, as I said that, I thought Smith might have something to say.
Ugh. I actually missed part of Dynamite this week because I had to download a Windows update that took like an hour.
Oh God.
Is that Windows 11?
10.
Have you made the jump?
No,
It's still 10.
every time I check the settings for Windows updates, it's like, hey, your computer's not strong enough for Windows 11. I'm like, well, I guess I don't have to worry about
Well,
that.
sure there was like a workaround for that, right? Didn't you just like sign a waiver or something and say, don't worry about it, I'll risk it.
At first, they were basically saying,
Maybe.
no, you couldn't do it, even if your PC was capable for most things, but there might have been one small thing off. They weren't letting you do it at all. But then they had quite a lot of complaints with older machines that could probably run it perfectly well, but just weren't being allowed to. So they put something in the terms and conditions that basically say you can install it, but you can't. You're on your own if you do. You're not entitled. You'll get updates, but you're not entitled to any. So they can basically just pull them whenever they want. But yeah, I don't have a problem with Windows 11 actually. It takes a bit of getting used to once you first go on, because obviously everything's in different places.
Yeah, I've not really used it yet. I've had a brief look at it on someone's computer at work who got it, but
I bought a new PC not long after it come out, so maybe I'm just thinking because I've got a new machine, it kind of runs well. But
I'm about 1,200 away from a new computer.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
trying.
if you're gonna do it, you're probably best at waiting to get a new machine, because
yeah,
like I say, they're being a bit arsey with old machines. So.
Oh, trust me.
Microsoft being arsey.
Yeah, no, trust me. Every time I do anything on Windows 10, I'm just like, come on, work, damn you.
It says I'm pretty much okay, except my processor isn't supported.
Oh, that's
it said that
crapshoot.
on my old PC.
That's a crapshoot.
I could do it anyway.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the ones where you
checked on
basically, if you do it, you're on your own kind of thing.
Yeah.
I kind of want to be on my own. I don't want them monitoring me and worrying about my PC health. What is this Bill Gates nanny state thing going on? First he wants to put
There he is. That was lovely.
Nanobots in my blood and track my movements.
This
And now
PC
he's-
currently doesn't meet the minimum spec requirements. Eh?
Apparently no one does.
Yeah, not many people do. Unless you got a new one, not many people do.
Gonna say,
Even
screw you.
Should we do the thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're already a week or was it 2 weeks ago now?
2 weeks now, yeah.
2 weeks now, and
Big hubbub.
oh,
and
how
then-
the landscape has changed.
Yeah, big hubbub, and then like nothing really, changed it from it.
It'll be nearly time for WrestleMania in LA
Yeah.
this year. And whatever stupid tagline they come up with for that. They can't have Stupendous again.
No, it'll be something like last time. It was WrestleMania Goes Hollywood or something like
Yeah,
that.
that'll be,
So they'll probably do something like that again.
I think they're probably just going to call it WrestleMania Hollywood.
They did that. They already have, haven't they? Not in the logo.
Sure, that's what it said when I saw it when they were talking about it. So
WrestleMania gets rocked. Something like that. Because, The Rock's going to be on it.
Yeah, the logo actually says WrestleMania Hollywood. And it's in the
Will Smith
Looks
can
like a-
come and have a match with Chris Rock.
don't give them
The name on the
ideas.
contract does say Rock.
Chris Rock.
Not the.
Sit down, Dwayne.
All right,
That'd
so
be great.
night one of WrestleMania Texas. Nothing on the pre-show. The pre-show was 2 hours of nothing, just video packages and the talking heads, Booker and King and whoever.
They did have
He's
King
got to give
being
him
a
a Shucky Ducky Quack Quack award, hasn't he?
Yeah,
night one. I don't know whether King had a bit too much to drink or something, but he was basically a prick. I didn't catch all of it, but I've seen a lot of people on Twitter, and the bit I did catch is when they were talking about Big E and his injury,
what did he
and
say?
they were all basically saying, obviously we wish him well, he's going to be back soon and whatever. And he turned around and said something about how I remember listening to him a couple of years ago on some interview he'd done, and he was going on about, wrestling could be the last thing he does, and he'd been really morbid about him not coming back.
Huh.
And like, they were all, even, what was her name? Kayla
Kayla Braxton, yeah.
She was looking at him and saying, what the hell are you talking about? There was just, I don't know, he was just going off. He was talking bullshit for most of the show.
Yeah,
Which
there
he
was
does
like
anyway, but I think
there was like a weird vibe between Kayla and Lawler on the panel.
that was it, because I think he was
Yeah.
talking that much crap. She was like, shut up. But yeah, that was the pre-show. There was no matches, just King being a prick.
But even though they had 2 hours pre-show each night for video packages, they still loaded the show up with video packages. This was like
The main show,
5-hour show that didn't need to be
Yeah.
5 hours.
For real.
I can't believe that both nights actually was 4 hours each.
Yeah. It should have been 3. They were doing video packages for matches that weren't on that night.
Yeah. Well, I think we'll get into it in a second, aren't we? But the first match with the injury,
Yeah.
I think that screwed up all the timings, didn't it? Which I can
Just go
understand.
short then, that's fine.
Well, yeah, I can understand in one way, but then I'm thinking, hang on, you're a professional company, surely you can alter timing on the fly.
It's the
But
first
if
match
you
you've got all night to sort things out.
But the thing is if your match gets cut short, you've got more time to play with. That doesn't mean you
Yeah.
have to do video packages. And then
Yeah.
especially
Generally,
on the
that's
first night when the match got knocked off.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's kick off with that one. The Usos retained the SmackDown tag titles against Nakamura and Rick Boogs. Rick Boogs injured himself in the process. He was trying to, I don't know, fireman's carry both of the Usos, which is awkward already. He had an Uso on his shoulders. The other Uso just tried to jump on top. And he couldn't get his balance, and his knee gave out. Turns out it was a legit injury, and now he's out for, could be the best part of a year.
Yeah, that sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah, I think he had surgery, didn't he, a couple of days later on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
So-
he comes back. Okay.
Usos win it, and that is a point for Beans. Beans went rogue on that one. We all thought Nakamura and Boogs, he stuck with the Usos, and it paid off.
They won it.
Bad news for me. Yeah, not much to say about that one. It was cut short. So move on to Drew McIntyre and his sword
Oh God.
beat Happy Corbin. Apparently, he's the first man to kick out of the whatever the move school.
End of days.
End of days. And yeah, Happy Corbin. This feud has to be over now, please.
I swear, I want to melt McIntyre's sword down.
Did you see it bend when he whacked
Yeah.
the apron?
Yeah, it was wobbling.
Someone
Yeah.
pointed it out when
Me,
I was
hi.
watching it.
That was me. Hi, hello.
No, sorry, I mean like my friend that I was watching it with in the room.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
I'll try to pull up a photo here, but yeah, that thing bent when it hit the apron, and I was like, Jesus! Why would you show the angle of that?
Did it actually like
Boing.
bend as in it broke?
Yeah, it was
like
like-
it
it was
warped?
like
Or
a-
because I saw it kind of wobbling as metal will, but like
No, it was like a ruler.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
try to pull
it
up
kind
a
of wobbles.
photo.
Like in slow motion, I can imagine it do that.
But continue on, sorry.
Alrighty. So what was that? McIntyre wins. That's points all round. Anything notable in the match for you guys, other than I guess McIntyre just chopping the ropes in half?
I mean, I don't think it was this was the weakest part of the whole thing for me. I think not just this match, I mean, but like the first hour and a half of Saturday was like, wasn't terrible, but it was just like, this is a bit meh.
There's a shot of it right there.
That is
God.
a pretty big bend. That's right there.
God. Golly.
And also, did anyone notice as well that they completely screwed the ropes up for the following match with the Mysterios? Because obviously he cut the top two ropes, and then the bottom one was obviously fixed from before, but when they put the replacements on, they weren't lined up the same. So if you look at the Mysterio match, it was like, it really like played on my OCD, because it was, the bottom rope was out to the top two ropes all the way around. And even, I think someone tripped over it as well. I think Mysterio, when he came in the ring, he caught his foot on the bottom rope because it was at a different point.
I kind of assumed that he meant to chop all three,
Yeah.
and so that they would change. Like I don't know if the ropes were gimmicked or what, but
The sword was
I
gimmicked.
I figured they would just change all three if that was the spot. No, they just left it in.
But yeah, I mean, after that one, obviously, they did it again and sorted it out, so it must have been commented, or it must have been noticed by someone.
I don't know.
Okay, points for everyone. McIntyre chops the ropes, and then Mysterios. The Mysterios, who I think we all went for the Mysterios to win this one. They did not. Turns out Logan Paul's not a bad wrestler for his first match in.
He's still a fuckhead.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, that may be.
He definitely was trying to do the Bad Bunny thing, weren't he? Like,
Mm.
He wasn't that good.
no, but he was definitely
No.
going. He was definitely going for the they're all not going to see how good I am until I'm doing it.
Yeah. He was better than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah. Go with that.
One of the better celebrity involvements, but he's no Bad Bunny. And then the Miz turned on him at the end because for some reason Vince McMahon thinks Logan Paul is a babyface, and he isn't.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I don't know if there's been a follow-up to this yet because I've not watched stuff, but there is no way that you're making a crowd cheer for him.
No.
For real.
No, he is out of touch. Bianca beat Becky. Possibly match of the night. Depends on what you think of the main event. But
Can I
Bianca
just
beat Becky,
say
it
that
was good.
I have a real issue now with Becky Lynch's reactions in a match. You know that every time that she reaches that point of she can't put them away and she like has to shake and she does this weird quivering thing with her hands around her mouth like she's having some kind of allergic reaction to something. But she does it in every match now, and I know why. I don't want to be too critical of someone that, you know, like you said, it was probably match of the night, but it's a little thing that really irritates me.
It bugs me because everyone does it. Everyone does the big kick out and the shock face.
Yeah,
it was
but
fine
at
WrestleMania 25 when Undertaker did it, or it was Undertaker when Shawn kicked out the tombstone. That was fine. You do it once. Everyone does it in every match now. And Becky really overplays it. You're right.
Well, that's the thing. I can accept it from
me.
others because, like you say, it's done by like a shock, or they just glance at the ref or stare at the ref. But Becky does the exact same thing every time, and it's just like, I don't know. It really just a small thing that really irritates me. Takes me out of the match.
Yeah, I agree. Other than that, though,
Very
this was
good.
good. This was very good. and Bianca wins
good.
again. She beat Sasha last year. Yep, Sasha last year, Becky this year, probably Charlotte next year. I'm gonna throw that one out there as my bold prediction.
Nobody beats Charlotte.
Yeah, apparently not.
No.
But she is your new Raw Women's Champion for now. Then, and points for everyone, I think. Yeah, points for everyone. Seth freaking Rollins makes his appearance, and he doesn't know who his opponent's going to be. Turns out, it's the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I mean, this was a shocker. I don't think anyone saw this coming.
I was more surprised they let him keep his music.
Yeah. His music, his nickname, they made sure to put a big WWE logo on the Tron, American Nightmare, with the... Well, it actually says American Night Make. I don't know if you've seen that. Let's see if I can dig up that picture. But it was Cody.
Yeah, I remember reading the reports a couple of weeks ago, before Mania, just to say that if and when he did eventually appear in WWE again, they wanted the Cody character from AEW. They wanted everything to be the same, and that's exactly what we got. He was Cody from AEW.
He was.
Yeah, good moment. And it was one of those things as well where he couldn't. You were just like, I don't know if you guys are the same, but like overanalyzing his facial expressions as he came out, like thinking, is there a shred of doubt that this is a wrong call, or is it? Do you know what I mean? Just these little small things, and what kind of emotions he must have been feeling, because it is such a big shift to do what he did.
Yeah, I think even if it turns out to be the wrong move, this was always going to feel like the right move. It's a big show. You got a great reaction. He was always going to get a great reaction. He's got one of the better opponents he could have. He's guaranteed to have a great match. Really, it's 6 months down the line when you see what they do with him that's going to determine whether or not it was the right move.
Well, a lot of people were upset that they had him go against The Miz on Raw recently.
Yeah, they did.
Why?
It's The Miz.
It's The Miz, yeah.
Yeah, but it's that thing of not. Yeah, that's a good sign. They give you Miz on Raw, not on a pay-per-view.
That's true.
Apparently,
They always kind of do it like with it. Like, didn't they do it like with Ronda Rousey when she came in? Like she's gonna have her first match on Raw, and it was, I don't know. It was probably someone that you just, I don't know, Dana Brooke or something.
Yeah, she looks different. Every time I see Dana Brooke,
Brooke,
she looks different.
Yeah.
Kind of like Charlotte.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Apparently Cody's been working Reigns in dark matches. So that's a good sign on that.
Get there eventually. Ronda's first match on Raw was Alicia Fox, by the way.
Alicia Fox, there we go.
Great.
So that to me is a good sign that they're taking him seriously.
Yeah.
By putting him right back in the mid card.
Did you see the shitty little ramp they gave him? He poked his head up too soon, and then he had to walk down off this dodgy, thrown together ramp.
That lasted all of a week because they got rid of it on Raw this week.
Good.
Good. But yeah, no, I think I was going to call him Cody Graves then. Corey Graves.
Cody Graves.
I think he said it was just surreal to see, especially if you've been watching AW at any point last
that's
6
the thing.
years.
That's the thing. They never explained why this was such a big deal.
That's true. They never did. They know.
If you didn't know, this was just Stardust that came back.
Yeah.
And everyone made a huge deal of it.
I never thought of it like that. But yeah, you wouldn't know, would you? If you didn't know AW. Then. I mean, I think someone's put as well though that it's a bit of a testament to AW as well. The fact that this happened, it shows you how far they've come. So
yeah.
And if it all falls apart for them, we can do the same thing in AW in a couple of years' time. Just come back again. Yeah. I'm sure they'll welcome them back with open arms if they have to.
So there's the picture. I've linked the picture in the chat there. So you graphics guys, you tell me what has gone wrong there. Why does it say American Nightmake?
I don't know let's see what you're talking about. Yeah, here, hold on.
It also doesn't say American.
Yeah. I was just going to say, that doesn't look like an N at the end. It looks like a...
Well, it's hidden behind his dodgy tattoo.
This other way.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, first off, because you have...
the top off.
Because you have this shitty logo right here. Because you have that shitty logo right there. The N just looks like an A without the little vertice there. So you have that. But then, I guess this
the
is
lowercase h is bugging me too.
Oh yeah, this right here?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh,
yeah.
There's a random lowercase h in there.
I mean, you can. The I is also kind of lowercase. The C you can make an argument for.
That's true.
Where's the WWE logo that they were on about?
That was on the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That was at Mania, wasn't it?
If I can find that.
I guess it's part of the flag here is an element.
That's really the issue here.
Yeah. This. I mean, I could sort of see the R a little bit, but whatever part of the flag element here is overlapping it. Yeah. So it kind of makes it look like an.
There is there.
Right.
Because the flag is behind. The stars are behind.
And honestly, if you want to make an argument, the E here looks more like an F.
Yeah. They've doubled up on that bit of the R.
Also, I'm pretty sure, I'm trying to find the name of it, I'm pretty sure that font is a free font you can download.
Oh yeah, probably because the A here.
It looks like the Street Fighter.
And the A there are just like
font.
transformed a little bit.
I thought I had it, but I can't find it. But yeah, I'm sure it's a free font.
Oh, is this one?
That's the WrestleMania one with the they
Oh,
made
that's
sure to
even
put the
worse.
WWE logo over him.
That's even worse.
Is that not part of the set itself?
It could have been.
I'm sure it was.
I
see what you mean.
What?
You got, shouldn't it?
I mean, here you can kind of sort of see a little bit of the top on the F there. But you still have the same thing right here where it looks like an A rather than an N. Because the other part is the shitty Transformers logo is overlapping it. And again, this also looks like an F.
Transformers logo.
Yeah.
Didn't realise it was a Decepticon.
Yeah. He jumped
that-
ship. Deception.
That logo was actually a physical thing from a part of the set I looked at.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, debunk. Get ratioed, Chucks.
Yeah.
I hate that being a thing in modern culture. Which, by the way, here, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna get sidetracked here, but Tony Khan on Twitter recently said that to somebody on Twitter because this is just a little sidebar, like on Dynamite. Like it was a pretty solid show, but it ended with in the most like flat way possible by debuting a basketball player who looks like the Great Khali.
Oh, I read about that. I didn't see it, but I read about it. Yeah. Did it go down very well, did it?
No.
This wasn't his huge announcement, was it?
No, that's on this upcoming Wednesday.
Alright.
He's always got an announcement, this guy, hasn't he?
Jacksonville
he's like
Dixie. Jacksonville
TNA with the
Dixie.
same.
At least they're usually good. Usually. He bought Ring of Honor, that's a big deal. There was, and, okay, there was Christian. That wasn't so big.
Oh, poor Christian.
He knows.
That last he's on his own.
He might be, actually. He seems to walk out on the Jurassic dudes.
So anyway, here it is. Somebody said Tony Khan on Busted Open said he could have done Satnam Singh. That's the he could have debuted him better. Wasn't his idea to do the lights out, but approved it. The idea came from someone 30 years experience, and nobody in the production meeting shot it down. And then Tony basically confirmed that. Said, "Yep, I said it came to TV with a show outline, then heard out ideas on such details, and I picked the wrong one. I'm amused anyone says I threw someone under the bus to say the idea was from someone of 30 years experience. Who did I throw under the bus exactly? Where's the mystery bot?" And somebody replied,
He's got an obsession with these bots, hasn't he?
"Yeah."
Yeah.
Somebody replied, all I know is literally all of us here have the same amount of booking experience as you did when you started AEW. You aren't ready for that conversation, though." And he replied to that guy saying, "Yeah, and that's why I'm the first to say that the fans are always right, and that this is a great example that the fans know what they're talking about." And the dude replied back, "No, Tony. That's why you need to hire a booker that's done this before." And then you replied, "You need to hire this ratio." Which, I gotta say, that's as much as I don't like the whole LOL ratio thing, that is a pretty good slam dunk on some random nerd. And he did ratio on there, as you can see.
I mean, it's a fairly lame line, but I agree with, like, if you hire someone who's done it before, you just get what they've done before. AEW works because it's a different guy, and he's doing a hell of a job. Even though he makes some mistakes along the way, it's fine. Overall, he's done a great job. We're 2.5 years in, and AEW's massive.
Yeah.
That's fine. You don't need to hire someone who's done it before, because then you get like Bruce Pritchard or
Ugh.
Jim Cornette or Vince Russo, and you don't need that. That's fine. Let's try something new. Let's try a younger guy who
And so far, it's working.
who may slip up, but
Yeah.
that's some ideas.
Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Sorry, that kind of bothered me a little bit. We'll get more into that after this here.
Tony Khan deserves credit. That's what I'm
He
saying.
does.
He does.
He does. Yeah.
He really does. Where were we? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes won. I think we all got points. We all said TBA would win. Me and Will both thought it would be Cody. Beans thought it was going to be Undertaker.
I picked.
So I think I should take
that
a
was
point
the
away
fa-
from you for that.
Yeah, right.
I picked. I thought it was Shane McMahon, but I did pick the mystery opponent as the winner.
And Smith went for Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
But no, points all round for the mystery man taking the win, and he did with 3. I think it was a total of 4 Crossroadses. There you go.
Yeah. Also, everything.
And even
everything like seized up over here for a moment, so I apologized while that happened.
he even did a little bit of Stardust in the match, didn't he?
Right at the start, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Commentators didn't know what to make of it. Was it
Well,
the new guy,
it was
Jimmy Smith or something? Said
shedding-
like
Yeah.
there's just
shedding
a bit of
his old
showboating going on there.
He even said, I don't know if you've seen the interview he did with the guy from BT Sports. After the match, the guy said to him, you know, what was the whole process of him coming back and stuff. And apparently, it made one of the headlines coming out of the show. He said he had 2 sort of things that he asked WWE for. One was to have the same gimmick, basically, be the same character in AEW, and the other one was to never mention Stardust ever again. And he said to himself, I said this, and he agreed to it. And then here I am in the first 5 minutes of me being
First thing
back
he did.
doing the Stardust gimmick. He said, I don't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah, we were all
But,
thinking it. We were all expecting him to be Stardust again. So.
I mean, they've bound. He says he's asked them never to do it again, but you know, they'll make some in joke about it or something. Surely they're not just going to kill it off.
Yeah.
There'll be something.
Someone will make fun of it at some point soon.
Hey,
Looks like they're going back to the Rollins rematch at WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah, they are. Looks like it. Yeah. Yeah. It was a good match. I'm not totally against seeing it again.
Mm-hmm. Then, oh man, this was bad. So the main event, the scheduled main event, was shot. Oh no, So we've missed out the tag match, the New Day, Sheamus and Ridge Holland match, just got cut.
Yeah, for some reason.
No mention of it. It just wasn't on the show.
Apparently,
Did you see?
BT Sport had an
Sorry, go on.
advanced copy of the schedule, and they didn't have the tag match.
Wasn't listed.
Wasn't listed hours
gonna
before
mention that,
the main event, or hours before the show started. Sorry.
Yeah.
Speaking of BT
Weird.
Sports, sorry, just going back to the Cody thing. Did you see the graphic they put out? That was genius. It was in the same style as
Cody
the
Rhodes.
AEW.
Like, yeah.
Cody Rhodes is WWE.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
That was pretty good.
It got loads of retweets as well, and someone put, I bet you the BT Sport admin didn't expect this much attention or something. Whoever's on that BT Sport account actually really in, if you know what I mean. He knows what's going on.
There is a fan
terms
involved
of-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Is he just the adrenaline in my soul? Yeah, there you go. I don't know exactly. Yeah, they're aware. then the main event, the scheduled main event, was Charlotte Flair defending against Ronda Rousey, Royal Rumble winner, for the SmackDown Women's title. I don't know about you guys. I thought this was balls.
Yeah,
This was no good for a WrestleMania main event.
I thought this was balls.
It was balls.
I was quite surprised on this because I didn't actually mind it, and then
I forgot who won.
I
Who
saw
always
all
wins?
Big match Charlotte.
Yeah.
I saw all the like the backlash of it online afterwards, and I was like, wow. I
WrestleMania
didn't
backlash?
realise.
Sorry.
Very good.
But yeah, I don't think it was terrible, but
Well, I'll say it's terrible.
Main event, after those last two matches, the Bianca, Becky one, and then Cody and Seth, like either one of those would have been reasonable main events. Charlotte has to have the spot.
Mm-hmm.
She's
But
not
hey.
very good, I have to say.
At least she
It's
beat
not
up.
very good.
At least she beat up the Sandy Hook tonight.
oh god,
Jeez, we're back on that.
Is there anything she can do now
Silver linings.
for redemption?
Who? Ronda or Charlotte?
Ronda, yeah.
She needs to study some videos on what the actual truth is, and
Maybe she has. We don't know.
publicly
No-
put
no
that out there. What do
forgiveness.
you want me to? What do you want me to say? Just be like, hey, you know what? Sorry about that whole,
I don't know.
disbelieving
I don't know
the
about that one,
victims.
because that's just reminding people that she said it.
Well,
It's only you that remembers at the moment. If she
it's not,
said
I don't.
that,
It's not just me.
it might satisfy you. You might forgive her, but everyone else will be like, "You did what?" Just to stir it all up again.
It's true. That is a side effect, but hey, price you have to pay for being wrong.
Yeah. So Charlotte wins, lol, and you all get points because for some reason you saw it coming. And I thought that winning the Rumble meant something, but it doesn't.
Used to, not anymore.
Yeah, it did. And then it's lucky that we did a little bonus question at the end here, because we just had this weird sneaking suspicion that the Kevin Owens show featuring Steve Austin might break down into a match. And it did, believe it or not. We all predicted that Steve Austin would win, and after about 15 minutes of a legitimate match, he did.
Yeah, how about Stone
Yeah.
Cold taking a spot on the concrete and the staging?
I
Yeah.
know, I was shocked at that.
Yeah.
That was insane.
And he did really well for a guy that thought he was out of shape like 10 years ago. I've seen a lot worse from guys that are a lot more, active,
Oh yeah.
a lot younger and healthier, and actually do this for a living. Austin was still one of the better wrestlers on the show.
yeah, fair play to him. It was a pleasant surprise to see a smidge of the old Austin that we used to get.
And he's like, what, 50 something?
57, isn't he?
Jesus.
Yeah, I bet he's nearly 58, I think. 58 in a couple of months, I think.
A lot of people are saying that he saw Sting jumping off of scaffolds through tables, and Austin's like, yeah, I could probably do that.
I can do that. Yeah, Sting's a freak too. I don't know how he can
Yeah.
doing what he does.
Clanging and banging them weights, that's how.
Oh yeah, and wearing face paint.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I think I'm
Austin
reaching that point in my life where I need to start wearing face paint. Trouble is, it doesn't hide a gut.
Yeah, I have to wear a singlet as well.
Yeah.
Wear a wrestling singlet. then you won't look weird at all. It's just like, who's
I'll
that
just
young
walk around
buck
looking
walking
like-
around town centre?
Oh my god.
You see anything on the news? It went horribly wrong.
So at the end of night one, let's do a little quick thing. I made it out with 4 points out of a potential 7, which is a bad start for me. Smoot and Will both 5, Beans on 6, which meant he took the lead overall, because we were even going in. Out of 82 total, Beans is now in the lead with 65. I'm behind on 63. Smoot on 56 and Will on 55. But there's still another night to go. So let's go straight into WrestleMania Sunday, which is the longer of the two. RK Bro, we started again with another tag title match, the Raw side this time. RK Bro beat the Street Profits and the Alpha Academy. And I think, is that points? Points for everyone except for you, Smoot, who thought the Alpha Academy were going to take it.
Yeah, I didn't know that Chad Gable was doing this stupid shit with the shh. Yeah, I didn't know that. So, had I had advanced knowledge of that, I would have picked the other guys.
Fair enough. So RK Bro win. Randy Orton still hasn't turned on Riddle. I don't know how this has survived this long. And then the other Gable Stevenson, and his 0 charisma.
Yeah, that guy.
Got into the ring.
That guy has a checkered past.
Hey?
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, what's he done now?
Did he do my Sandy Hook as well?
No, he didn't do Sandy Hook. There's some sort of sexual assault claim made against him, and
Oh god.
there was.
Oh, everyone's got one of them.
Yeah.
What athlete doesn't have a sexual assault claim?
But it was dismissed from some legal loophole, from what I've gathered.
Oh joy.
Yeah.
Great. That's
Sounds like he deserved a WrestleMania moment.
Yeah, so maybe him drinking with Orton and all that probably wasn't the best course of action there.
they were only drinking water anyway. You could see when Montez was pouring it around, it's just water in there. Big old cup of water.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes,
what
to
else?
the Battle of the Gables, didn't it?
Yeah. Is that going to happen if they've gone anywhere with that on the TV?
No. No.
Oh,
Sorry, it's just a Mountain Dew.
someone opened a can.
Just shot.
What have you got over there? What?
Mountain
You
Dew
drinking?
watermelon.
Oh, watermelon. Okay,
Watermelon Mountain Dew.
sounds right. I'll give that a go.
Yeah,
Then
I don't think they're going to be doing anything with the Gables, but I can't imagine they're going to let one of them keep the name, because, you know, we're all sick and we can't have two people with the same name.
two Gables.
You can't
Maybe.
think Chad Gable have yet another name?
Just go back to Shorty G. That's fine.
Shorty G.
God.
Chad G. I mean, if anyone needs a new name, it's Gable Stevenson, but that's his actual name.
Yeah. Could they call him Steve Gable and just pretend that they're brothers?
Steve Gable. Yeah, they've got to do something before he turns up proper.
They got to teach him how to emote. The guy has like all of this physical ability. He's obviously an incredible wrestler, but has like 0 stat points in the charisma. Yeah, he's gone all for physicality and nothing for charisma.
I did enjoy
shows
Randy
ability,
Orton's
yeah.
facial expressions throughout all this.
No.
Who, sorry? Oh, Orton.
Ran-
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, it did
Yeah.
make me chuckle. I just kept watching Randy Orton and I kind of thought, he doesn't give a shit.
I mean, he's pretty much done it all. He's just having fun.
That's what I mean, but you could see he was enjoying it as well. It wasn't
Right.
like, wasn't like he was miffed off with it. It was just funny watching his. It's kind of like, okay.
Yeah, I try not to look at Randy Orton because of that pervert moustache he's got.
Yeah, it's just something about that, isn't it?
There is. It's not a good look for him. Then we had the match of the night. Bobby Lashley. I don't know how he managed it, but he beat Omos.
Big Bob
Match of the
Lash.
Big Bob Lash pulled off the impossible with a really awkward-looking spear to like the kidneys for some reason.
Can we just point out about how he didn't die?
I don't know how that was
Go
not
for it.
You need to be more specific
not
on
one on the
that.
show died.
I need you to be more
What do you
specific
mean
on
how it
that.
wasn't noteworthy? More specific. Almost threw him into the corner and his head
Oh, yeah.
smashed off the bloody
Oh,
metal.
yeah.
And I was like, how is he not
God.
dead?
Yeah, that looked
It's like-
brutal, dude.
And it was the sound as well. It was like, that wasn't even like, normally you'd like slap the top of that to give an effect. That was his head.
Oh, yeah. Why'd you remind
Yeah,
me of
man.
that? Oh, that.
Honest to God, if it had gone like a couple of inches the other way, it could have been like the corner of it. He could have killed him outright.
Oh, stop. God.
I don't know if I saw that. It didn't leave an impression on me anyway.
Good
You
lord.
gotta make me look it up here. God damn it.
Yeah. You're gonna make smooth up, Chuck.
You need to show me this.
Hold on. It'll be a bit.
Other than that, what a match this was.
Yeah.
I think you have to agree.
It's alright, I wouldn't say it was match of the night, like.
No, it definitely was. What could possibly compete with Big BL and Omos? This is the height of professional wrestling.
Well, I'd say the ring
Great.
post did a pretty good job. But
Great. Here it
Okay,
is.
have you got it?
Yeah, hold on. Can I get it in the... Can I get it into the tab?
No.
There we
No,
go.
it doesn't
Jesus.
look- there you go.
And there's, yeah. They slow-moed it. And then that's like...
They only slow-moed it
God.
after the match ended because he didn't die.
Yeah.
When they realised he was okay, yeah.
Jesus.
So that's just a still. That's not going to stop playing. Okay, so he like
I can
yeah,
find...
runs
You
him
really
into
want me to find a
way
gift?
too
You-
high.
Yeah, you really was like eating something or something at this point, weren't you?
That must
you
have just
didn't
happened too
notice it.
quickly.
Oh God, no.
I didn't catch it during the match, but I remember seeing the replay, yeah.
Oh no! As soon as it happened, I was just like, because even Cole's reaction, I think it was at the time, or I can't remember who it was. Someone reacted, but it was like that serious kind of like, oh God,
Oh.
kind of reaction. Yeah, scary stuff.
Yeah, that's no good. Can't be doing that. Also, that is points for everyone and not for me again. So it looks like this game might have got away from me this year. But you know, keep the faith. Here we go. The Jackass match of the night. Johnny Knoxville beat Sami Zayn. But that's not really important. That's points for everyone. We just need to talk about what happened here. There was some
Which
events.
bit?
Exactly, all of it.
I
What
thought
was
this
your
was great.
favourite part? Was it the malfunctioning giant mousetrap? Was it Wee Man's body slam? Was it the hand?
Hand,
The hand that Sammy somehow
Mark
didn't see.
Henry's hand?
He didn't see, but he took like a champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was great.
Oh,
It
the mouse traps on the table that all was clicking off while he was just trying to get it out from
Yeah.
under the bloody ring.
I was a bit worried when he went as he was trying to get that out, and he kind of hovered over it. I thought, Jesus, you don't want to do that. One of them gets in the wrong place. But yeah. No, I thought this was superb. This was
Ridiculously. Well, yeah, it was ridiculous, but it was fitting of the event.
Oh yeah, it was daft as anything, but yeah.
But
I think
we are of that age where this is what we used to watch back in the day. There was also a little earlier a video package of Steve Austin set to Bar with a Bar, the Kid Rock song from 2000 or whatever. It's like they've really lent into the attitude or slightly post-attitude era of wrestling where we all became fans, and that's what I want to see. Like, I know it's old, but I'm happy.
Yeah,
it was good.
I don't know. It was all obviously all done for the promotion of the film, but I think they should definitely work with Johnny Knoxville again. Wouldn't be against.
Well, I was gonna say it's one of them things in it where I think as soon as you can see that someone, you know, not I'm gonna say take it seriously, but I mean, because you can't say that with it. But,
no, you mean
there's an effort put in, and he was, you know, like he didn't just do a nothing part in it. He, you know, proper got involved in it. It was
Is Goggles put him as well? He was bleeding and off the goggles.
Yeah, and they kept moving around. They kept flying off, so you had to keep adjusting his goggles. Why is he wearing goggles, by the way?
I don't know.
Is he a pilot or a swimmer or something? I don't really understand why he was wearing goggles.
I don't think I've actually seen him with his glasses off, so maybe he can't see properly. I don't know.
Maybe. With his sports glasses.
I just thought it was all for comical effect, but
just to make him look like a giant nerd.
I think it helps though. You're saying like obviously he took it seriously. I think it helps you think. Maybe not recently, but he was at some point a genuine fan. So he knows, you know, he knows what's involved, and you know.
I don't understand how
he gets it. Basically.
Yeah, I don't understand how this match got so much hate for it. I thought it was great. It was one of the best ones.
Well, I guess I do, but the guy who wasn't a fan of this at all, my boy, Big Dynamite Dave.
Oh
he
yeah,
was not happy with this match at all.
Shocker.
Wow, what did he say?
He's too sensible. I don't know. He just said it was like a bad match, badly worked or something like that. He just very dismissive of it.
But yeah, exactly. You have a certain expectation when you go into a certain match when you've got Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville.
Exactly.
What the hell are you? Is it? Exactly. Yeah. If they started doing hip tosses at the beginning, I'd be like.
But then his argument would be like, then don't book it. If you're not going to do a good match, then don't book it. Whereas everyone else would say, can we have fun as well, though?
He's never
watched
Jackass. He's never watched Jackass
Does everything have
before.
to be like the best? Can you just, I don't know, do something that people will like?
He's never watched Jackass.
Breaks a card up of matches that are just one after the other, and it's something totally different to everything else. It's what you need.
Yeah. No, he wants the same thing over and over, which is, you know, the all-out 5-star match in the Tokyo Dome, and he'll watch that all day and rave about it.
There was a sign related to Mr. Meltzer. Which I've got a screenshot of the.
Oh,
which
it sounds like your boy. It sounds like your boy Chucks is not your boy anymore.
No, he's my boy, and he's definitely all about the facts, and that's almost the problem sometimes. Can't you just enjoy things? Does everything have to be about how good the match is?
I think that's
I
a
don't care
big
about how
problem with
good
the
the match
internet
is.
in general these days, though, isn't it? It's...
Well, the problem with the internet
Well-
in general, especially the wrestling internet, is that everyone follows Dave, or the wrestlers do anyway.
Well,
They wrestle to impress Dave, so they get the good star ratings. They don't worry about what people like us, the paying fan.
Well, I have to say, the fact checker would be a hell of a moniker for somebody in wrestling.
What's it just like anti-Dave?
I guess, I don't know.
Well, that should be a good
And
character.
it just sounds like he needs to come into wrestling and just join the right to censor. As soon as Johnny Knoxville comes out, he can just sit there like Ivory, coming out with a microphone, whinging about things, and this is not the wrestling that I grew up with, and
This is not serious enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a. Oh yeah, there you go. There's the.
Oh,
shot.
so it's like
Jesus.
just
I've
off
seen that.
camera. Yeah, he
Yeah.
really snapped back on that.
Yeah, there it is again. Although it didn't slow it down like I wanted it to. Bonk.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's like just off the edge when he hits. Oh,
yeah, but oh god, it's the
You know what's there.
sound. It's the sound,
Sorry.
and also it's the actual. Like, there is a full-on impact there.
Hold on, I can play the
Sorry,
sound.
I'm-
I'll have to mute the.
I'm not laughing at the actual video.
Oh.
I'm laughing at Smooth sound effect. The word bonk.
I'll here.
so
For
let's
the
hear this bonk.
here, I'll have to mute the. Hold on, I'll have to mute you guys on the stream so
Okay.
that you can't. So it doesn't like. Yeah. So it's just my mic that's active right now. Hold on. Let me pull this up here. Da da da. Make sure everything. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Let me play the audio. Or hold on. Wait. Unmute. There you go. Let's see. I might have rewound it a little too far, but it's alright. And here you go. It really did make a bonk sound.
Oh,
There you go.
it's just that sickening sound of you knew that was not supposed to happen.
And then they get a shot of the replay. I'm trying to get to the replay part.
The replay part does a full-on slow-mo of his head bouncing
Yeah.
off like a freaking basketball. It's awful.
Yeah, but basketballs don't hold grudges.
That's right. That is right. Alright, one more here. Hold on.
When he had him up in the bear hug, Lashley looked tiny.
Yeah.
That's
He really
not easy
did.
to do.
It did,
really
most,
did.
yeah, most of the match. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here's the replay.
Oh,
Oh!
He is so lucky that he threw his head back, to be honest. Because if he tried to keep his head forward, he probably would have cut his back of his neck.
I'm literally holding the back of my neck right now just watching that because it's like, ah. That is so
Do
good.
it again, Smooth. Play it again, but then say bonk.
There you go, and it's like, bonk. Because it's in slow mo. God.
So yeah, I did wonder whether we were going to get some announcement midway through the show that Bobby Lashley's been taken to a medical facility.
the local medical facility.
God,
That will forever be known as the Lashley bonk.
Yeah. Jesus.
Honest to God, though, when it happened, you just sat there and you know, like that instant straight afterwards when you think, you know, like when you're looking just to see if he's gonna act normal or whether he's like totally out of it, or you know, like,
or if he's just pissed, like he's out for revenge.
Yeah, like what the. Yeah. Thankfully, he didn't go all Brock Lesnar and like, you know, like Strowman.
Yeah, exactly. There's guys that wouldn't take that so well. Where were we? So, Party Boy, he did a thing. And then Mark Henry claimed that the hand was his son. And then
He did.
Yeah.
The Fatal 4-Way for the women's tag titles. Team BAD reunites to win the titles.
This was actually a good opener, I thought.
Good opener?
Yeah, for night 2.
This was the 4th match in.
Was it? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tune in an hour later.
It would have been a good opener.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think whether how I watched this.
No, the opener was the triple threat tag. This is the 4-way tag.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. I seem to think, I had in my head that this for some reason was the first match.
Oh yeah, there was this botch. By the way,
You're getting it off the card because it's the first one on there.
from day one.
Oh, Andrew. Yeah,
Andrew the Giant.
Mike Foley.
Yeah, there was a. Oh, I can't remember what it was. It was a SmackDown where they were showing tweets from like various celebrities on some segment, and instead of Mick Foley, they put Mike Foley, real Mike Foley.
That just looks like one of those indie show posters where they have to use like knockoff versions of real wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, Andrew the Giant.
Well, somehow it's lost
right.
even more prestige.
Madcap Moss winning the battles. Yeah. Guess someone had to win it. So Sasha and Naomi new women's tag titles. Points all round except for Beans, who went for Rhea and Liv, which is good because he wants to drop points. There's not many matches left. Be able to catch up. I don't remember a lot about this one. It happened.
What one?
This match is 4-way tag match.
I thought it was really good opener.
I just remember there being too much attention on Corey and Carmella.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. A lot of facial expression shots on Corey too.
I used to like Corey, but he's doing me head in a minute.
Never lasts, is it? These announcers, they're good for a while and they soon make you hate him.
Well, I've gone the other way on, we'll get to him in a minute, but certain SmackDown on, so I've gone the other way. I didn't like him, but I like him now.
I don't know who's on SmackDown now.
McAfee?
Oh, Pat McAfee. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. We will get to that. For now, we have... What did you call Edge? The Loquacious Undertaker or something?
That's right, yes.
Yeah, Loquacious Undertaker. He has a new entrance. He's using the Undertaker's lights. He's kind of taken over the Undertaker thing a little bit. He's gone a bit gothic and broody.
Yeah, the most exciting part
cool.
of this match was that AJ Styles cut himself open coming out on the
Bonked his head.
Yeah,
It
on the
is.
set.
There's
And
a
that-
video
Oh.
of it somewhere.
A lot of people thought it was the pyro, but
Yeah.
There's a video.
There's a
floating
fan
around
cam of him
somewhere.
walking out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bonks his head.
He did a Lashley bonk on the.
It's more like a Goldberg bonk.
It was actually. Yeah, that's good.
Well, he wasn't angry at the stage like Goldberg would be.
It's an unintentional Goldberg bonk.
I think he was angry afterwards.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about it. But it's weird because he's one of the shorter guys on the show. Surely taller guys had to walk out of that doorway and didn't bonk their heads.
He just took
Apparently
a cute
it was-
angle.
I like the story that after that happened and when they realised how he'd done it, they had a producer on the way out telling people to wash their heads on. Apparently, they had to have someone telling people not to bang their heads.
But the thing is, I mean, it was quite a nasty cut considering what he did.
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
here you go, found it.
Oh, Bobby Lashley.
Oh well, Mike Foley. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Is that
the
Mike Foley
yeah,
as well?
yeah, right there, real Mike Foley.
Oh, there's Mike Foley. Real Mike Foley.
Shasha Banks.
Shasha Banks, nice.
Jesus Christ, who did this?
Bobby Lashley.
Oh,
Yeah. That's crazy. I can't believe they did that.
there is actually a real Mike Foley, but I don't think he did that.
Somebody slop, and it was on a Biggie, get well soon video, which I don't think they took down. Or
That must have been done for a joke, surely. got a child to
I don't know about a joke. I don't know about that. So that's how I bet you that's the same person that's why I came up with the real Mike Foley thing for the Andrew the Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Good old
continue
Andrew.
onward. Yeah.
Yeah. Edge,
I'm gonna,
what were you?
excuse me, sorry. I'm gonna be controversial. I didn't like this.
Oh, the Edge match. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't care
Yeah.
for it.
It was
didn't-
okay, but yeah, I don't think it was anything that it could have quite
One of
easily
them
been on any other pay-per-view. It wouldn't have necessarily been anything to
Yeah.
do with the Mania kind of thing.
It was
It's
one like
Edge
of them
wants to
matches
do
that you
the
should
Triple
like.
H gimmick.
Yeah.
Just having the longest match on the show for no good reason.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. I don't know. It was one of the matches that you probably should like, but I just didn't. And it's not as if I don't like either Edge or AJ, but
I didn't like the finish.
I can't remember what the finish was. What was it? What did they do?
Punishment Martinez was just standing there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What's his name? Priest.
Yeah, Damian Priest, the Archer of Infamy. He was just, for some reason, he was just there,
Staring at him
and
Yeah, he
AJ
miserably.
didn't do
couldn't
it.
take it.
Yeah.
I did like the fact that he kind of just stood there and didn't acknowledge him. And that was what kind of threw AJ a little bit like, okay, that kind of thing.
What should, as if
That's,
he was
um,
actually going to interfere, that would be better somehow. Like, shouldn't you be attacking me right now so I can fight you off and then hit Edge with the elbow or whatever?
That's
No, AJ should be ignoring the guy and everyone else until the match is done, or until he gets involved.
hmm.
Just seems unprofessional. On the biggest night of the year, AJ can't focus for
That's Rangers gimmick, by the way. To acknowledge him.
What's that?
He said he I'm gonna have to explain this now.
Yeah,
It's
no.
not cool, you have to explain a joke. Bean said something about no one acknowledged him, and I said that's Rangers gimmick.
Oh, Rangers. I heard Rangers. I was like,
I
sorry,
heard
hell has
Rangers.
Scottish football got to do with this?
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. The accent.
No, yeah, Rangers gimmick is the acknowledge. Yeah, no, you're right. That was a better joke the first time round. So Edge and Damian Priest are an item now.
An item.
What's happened since
Item.
WrestleMania?
Not a lot. Apparently, I mean, there was a report before Mania that they were gonna have Edge as the leader of some sort of faction. So it looks like that's what they're doing with Priest. I imagine there'll be more at some point. I don't know who would be good to join them. Actually, I'm trying to think who. There was someone rumored to be. I think God, what's her name? Rhea Ripley. She was getting talked about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just nice to put over the young up-and-coming 40-year-olds like Damian Priest. So that was an Edge win, so that's points for everyone.
It's nice to see
Yeah,
Edge do something a bit different, I suppose. But
Yeah,
wasn't keen on
I'm
the match.
okay with the gimmick. It's cool. Then we get the delayed match from last night. Sheamus and Ridge Holland beat the New Day. They had to wait 24 hours to go less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Why bother?
Well, I suppose they got paid for being on WrestleMania. But you know.
That aside, why
apart
bother?
from that-
Yeah. Still,
Yeah.
why bother? Why bother, I guess, is because you get a point for
Well,
making
what's
the
about that?
crazy prediction that Sheamus and Ridge Holland were going to win.
Ridgy Sheamus.
Pretty shame.
What the hell have they done to Pete Dunne?
Yeah.
Turned him into Scrappy Doo.
Honest to God, I felt like I was watching another version of Hornswoggle when he first came in. Like, oh, you can't control him.
It's true, he really is. Little bastard.
They lost him on SmackDown.
How did that happen?
They were all backstage having an interview, and then the interviewer said, "Have you addressed?" Because the week before, Pete Dunne, I don't want to call him Butch, just ridiculous. He basically went for Sheamus because he was angry because he lost the match. So the interviewer was, "Have you got over your issues from last week?" And he said, "Yeah." And then while Sheamus was talking about whatever happened, camera did that thing of where they kind of take Dunne out of shot.
Yeah.
And then when they come back, he wasn't there. And then that was the whole thing. They lost him. Turned out he
just
turned
walked
up
off,
later
they
on,
didn't.
beating the crap out of the New Day. Yeah.
Why do they associate with this guy? Seems like he's more trouble than he's worth.
Well, quite a few times as well during the actual match. As good as Pat McAfee is, it was really his fault. Really, he did call him Pete Dunne quite a few times. Because that's his name.
What is his name? Oh man, there's a name change coming up that we need to talk about. So, Pat McAfee, your boy, defeated Austin Theory in what was again is a surprisingly entertaining match for a guy who's not a full timer.
Yeah, I
and
thought he was really good.
he was really good. I think this is the other side of what Beans was mentioning earlier, that Johnny Knoxville's a fan and he was obviously, he wanted to do some stuff He wasn't just there to get paid. He wasn't.
Mm.
But Pat McAfee, he's a fan and he gets it. There's like a different level of fan.
Oh yeah.
He's not there having fun because like he grew up loving it and now it's time to enjoy, being a celebrity involvement. This guy actually knows what to do, and he's tried, he's practiced, he's trained. Like he gets it.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
the fandom, I think, has helped him out big time.
He had that match in NXT as well, didn't he? A couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
and he was good then too.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really impressed. And as you say, he just get it. So.
So he won. He beat Austin Theory, who is now just called Theory.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So that's a thing that happened this week, apparently.
Why?
Here comes
Apparently,
Theory.
The story actually makes a bit of sense. He didn't want the Austin name because of what happened to him at WrestleMania. So there's a degree of sense to that, but
Wouldn't you just change your name though, rather than dropping it completely? Because
Well,
Theory
yeah.
is not a good
or
name.
Dave
Just be Dave Theory. Yeah.
Dave Theory.
That's
Just
what I
put the
said
initials,
ages
A
ago.
Theory.
A Theory.
And
Yeah.
Drew Theory, exactly.
A Theory. There you go. That's it. That's the name. I've mentioned that on like the pandemic mania. They should just call him A Theory.
You're right, because he's got all of his gear's got AT on it. And his
Yes.
Titans one's
Yeah.
got AT
Ah.
on it. So if he has changed his name to just Theory, that's all gonna have to get redone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that's bad.
Yeah.
Why did he do this?
This was named Shite. Yeah.
Because, like Will said earlier, we're too stupid to have two Gables on the show. We're too stupid to have Austin Theory and Steve Austin stand next to each other. Even though that's probably not going to happen again. We managed to hold it together, and we could tell them apart when it happened. One of them has hair, by the way, if you needed to. And
Honestly,
now,
so
presumably,
annoying.
Steve Austin, the remaining Austin, is gone for a while. Now, Theory drops his name. It's bad time.
Yeah.
Pat McAfee wins, and that is points for everyone. And then, because no one's allowed to get over,
Why?
man decides that rumored match. The
I was
match
gonna
that
say
was
this
gonna
was
happen-
this was the rumor all along, wasn't it? That this was gonna happen, but
Yeah. The rumored match that he then took himself out of and replaced himself with A Theory. He's gonna just do it anyway.
Goddamn pal. It's my show.
And he laid the smackdown to Pat McAfee for 4 minutes.
It felt like 40.
It felt like a lot longer. Pat McAfee did a great job of running into Vince's arm
Yeah.
over and over.
Over and over and over again, yeah.
Over and over and over. And then Vince pinned him. I don't know why this was necessary, but it was.
The only saving grace from the whole of this
Nobody beats Papa Big Cock.
was
Yeah.
when when Austin stunned Pat McAfee and he was drinking the beer.
Yeah, they get a shot at him.
outside.
yeah.
That had
But
me
that-
proper in stitches.
Speaking of stunners, though, I mean
That
Theory
was
can
great,
take a
but
stun.
there's another stunner we need to talk about a little bit.
Oh,
here.
that goddamn stunner.
Vince has never been able to take a stunner, but this one.
No, this was
This
his
might be
worst
the
ever.
last stunner.
Did
That-
someone say something that apparently he kicked him in the balls or something, and that was why he was
Really?
really?
I've never noticed.
It looked like he took the stunner bump for the kick. He
Yeah,
went
he
too
did.
soon.
He went too early. Yeah.
And they tried to cover for it, and it was the worst.
Cole's like,
The
Vince is
funniest
trying to
thing-
get away from him.
Trying to get away.
You can see that I like that Austin was laughing his head off though after he did it. He knew it was terrible.
Yeah, he knew it was dog shit. It was fine.
He's never taken a good one. Ever.
Well, even when it got to that last bit, it was just like, why did he just drop on his ass? His legs just collapse from under him. He doesn't even like drop to his knees or anything. He just, well, fuck this, I'm done.
Crumples.
It was like when his quads went at the Rumble that time.
Yeah.
God, like, yeah, if you put it in reverse, it's probably a replay of that.
Speaking of stunners though, I don't know if you can get the one before that. He might have a ridiculous name now, but Bryce Theory can take a stunner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Austin
that's
Theory.
great.
Yeah. There was also Mick Foley, by the way, who reacted this in the best way possible. With him
Oh, I haven't
just...
seen this.
Yeah.
I heard that his son showed him and he had the best reaction, but I haven't actually seen it
Yeah,
yet.
we can play the audio on this one here.
Dad's laughing after Vince McMahon taking the Stone Cold Stunner from Stone Cold.
Oh, no, no. Oh, come on, Steve.
Oh, I Stone
Oh,
Cold.
doggone it, Steve.
I missed that.
Show a
I was
replay of
focusing
that.
on
That was good.
So good.
Oh.
It was somehow appropriate that was the last one.
Yeah.
Austin's really trying.
It's just the way he was laughing his head off after it was just like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
They messed up the music as well, didn't they, beforehand? Vince's reactions, you see that?
Oh
Yeah,
god,
He
yeah.
reacted to the wrong Austin. That's why
He
they
thought it was Austin's music. That's it, that's why they changed it.
Oh my god.
And then on Raw, this was the production package here.
Oh shit, yeah, they did a good
They
job.
did an incredible job cleaning this up.
That is amazing.
That's the best they could get out of it. A still image of the kick.
For real, give him a raise.
That is amazing. I can't believe they got that.
Alright, so we didn't get points for that one because it wasn't announced beforehand. So let's move on to the main event. This whole weekend has been building up to the biggest main event in WrestleMania history.
Biggest, greatest WrestleMania match of all time in history.
Stupendous.
Stupendous.
Yeah. Double championship match here. Winner take all. Just like Survivor Series 2001. Roman Reigns Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar WWE Champion to become the what are they calling it now? The undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
Yeah, sure.
Too many words.
Yeah.
They like words, this company. And it was exactly what you expected it to be. It was a Paul Heyman finisher spam 10-minute thing. Lots of punches and suplexes and stuff.
I was surprised this ended when it did.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit weird.
A very anticlimactic ending, I thought.
Not much to it, no. So, Reigns just won, basically. He just won.
He didn't he injure his shoulder or something? And then they kind of rushed the finish
it's like
a little bit.
Was it his bicep or something? Yeah, something went wrong.
Oh yeah, I
Right,
think I
so-
saw it. Was that possibly a reason why it ended when it did, or?
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have gone much longer than this anyway, I wouldn't have thought. This is
Mm.
the kind of match that they do.
No, I don't think we were expecting it to go much longer. I think it's more just the fact that it was just that one finish. I mean, I know they had the low ball aspect and all that lot, but it just seemed a bit too easy.
It's true. But Reigns wins. He did it. Which means a point for me and none for all of you. I get the last laugh. So, at the end of night 2 and the end of the season, the WrestleMania 38 season, Will actually won the night.
Somehow.
Thanks to that delayed match.
Somehow.
Sheamus and British Holland winning 7 out of 8. That's a hell of a night score for
Yeah.
you. 6 for me and 5 for you two, Smoke and Beans, which puts the final scores out of 90. Smoot actually ended up in last place.
Yeah.
You nearly
Bound to happen.
managed to.
Bound to happen.
Yeah, but slip back. Right at the last.
Yeah, I was last, wasn't I? Like,
Going in,
into
you
it.
were, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you were level. Oh yeah.
sorry, Smoot.
But you had a
Sorry.
good night too. You finish in 3rd with 62 out
Wait.
of 90.
Wait, how many did I have?
61
Oh, God, okay.
out of 90. Well ahead on 62. And who am I going to blame for this? Is it it's Omos? I have to blame Omos. And Ronda. And
Well, that's your
Nakamura
own
and
doing.
Rick Boogs. So, there's a lot of blame to go around, but I ended up on 69.
Nice.
Nice, thank you. Someone had to. But
Okay.
Beans runs away with it right at the last. 70 out of 90, so that's a hell of a score. And I hope you enjoy it.
I'm waiting for the
Enjoy it,
belt
Beans.
to arrive in the mail.
Wasn't
But,
there a
like, you
bet
know how-
between you two about who wins this or something?
There was a bet about having WrestleMania in the UK. I'm pretty
Oh yeah, in the next like 10 years or something. I remember that.
sure. It was the next 4 years, I think.
Oh yeah, that too.
300.
Yeah, but who's counting?
It did.
I think it
I'm
changed a few times.
There was a lot of money in it for me, so I was counting actually. But it's okay. It's okay. What's 300 quid between friends in this economy? Quite a lot. Half a tank of petrol.
Yeah.
Thanks, Biden. But
Oh God, I think he's come into the car. What the hell was that?
Oh, that was a
What's
Twitter
that?
notification. Sorry.
Oh, correct answer.
Before Biden arrived.
Alright, I'm gonna try to mute that if I can real quick.
you know how you don't get a Premier League medal unless you play like 10 games of the season? You have to make a certain amount of appearances.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think there's a rule with this prediction game that you have to be on a certain number of shows across the year. And
I
So
love
the
how
cut-off is
every
one
time
more
that
than
I
you
get
were
to a
on.
point of winning, there has to be some form of skullduggery.
Well, you just show up.
just show up. You got one job. Well, I mean, you've got a real job, but
It's true.
this,
Yeah.
you know.
Ah,
Do we want to talk about the aftermath of WrestleMania? WrestleMania aftermath?
On
I
Raw.
don't know. I don't know any of the aftermath.
Well, yeah, there's not much. It's a few little
Had some-
tidbits worth
You have
mentioning.
some debuts, some NXT call-ups.
Yeah. Trying to think what happened on that first. How could I forget? Veer arrived at last.
Yeah.
That was totally worth waiting for. It wasn't.
No.
Yeah, how did that go? I meant to ask that.
Did he bring a baseball?
Did he bring a
No,
baseball?
why would you bring a baseball?
Isn't he the one that was the baseball player?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Continuity, come on.
I got it. I got it.
I did.
I mean, it weren't good,
Um,
I admit, but you know, I mean, jeez.
I'm trying to look back at what happened because it's been a little while since. Let's have a look. That was last week's Raw. What date were
I
we?
saw Cody's promo on the Raw the night afterwards, which was quite good.
Yeah. So although someone did actually put a clip of promo he did in AEW, and it was pretty much exactly the same. He did the whole stopping and crying thing. Not saying that he's putting it on, but you know.
Didn't know that.
Ezekiel?
Oh god.
Oh God.
Ezekiel Jackson?
No, I thought that
Unfortunately not.
wasn't it?
That's the only Ezekiel I'll acknowledge.
So yeah, Elias has basically come back, but it's not Elias. He's called Ezekiel, and he hasn't got a beard anymore.
He's also lost his clothes, hasn't he?
Apparently so. Yeah. He looks very weird, actually, without the beard.
And Kevin Owens is the only one that isn't buying it.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, yeah.
I kind of like that, actually, because they do this a lot where they rebrand someone and we're supposed to forget about them, who they were before. But it was literally within
this
seconds,
one, they're
everyone
actually...
was like, that's Elias.
But there's one thing when it's like Husky Harris and it gets repackaged or whatever. This is a guy saying, I know you think that I'm me, but I'm not actually me. But come on, then. If it's your brother, then call him and let's have you stand side by side. This isn't like an Abyss and Joseph Park thing. One of them has a mask and the other doesn't, or whatever. This is... Come on. Where's Elias
Didn't
then?
he, what was Elias's Twitter? Because he's took over his Twitter, hasn't he? Apparently. Because, you know, it's not Elias.
Not really Elias.
WWE Elias? Yeah, it was. No, sorry.
I am Elias.
Yeah.
There you go.
I am Elias. Sure, he
Ezekiel.
tweeted a photo. It's clearly photoshopped, but there it is.
They're getting Fightful in on this? What the hell? Unbelievable.
So that was one of the debuts. If you can call it a debut. Then we had Via, obviously.
Why is Elias dead then?
Because creative can't get him over.
He should fight for all this stuff. You remember them? He didn't yet.
As you see here.
Dynamite Dave actually had a decent take on this one. He said that Elias, the problem with Elias before was the wrestling, not the character. The character was fine. People liked the character. He had catchphrases, the songs were good.
Yeah.
People liked that part. And then he wrestled and not so much. Now you've lost the bit that worked.
Yeah.
You're now just a guy. You haven't got a look. You haven't got a gimmick. You're just a guy who isn't a guy. That's your thing. And now you're going to have matches which weren't your strong point anyway. So I don't know.
I'll never forget. I'm not sure if you were there, Beans, or not. But one of the Manchester shows, that he was so over.
Wonderwall.
Yeah.
With Finn Balor.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, even after the segment was over, they were all singing "War with Elias" all night. But yeah, they another example of them messing the character up.
Someone in the replies here on this Fightful article found the source image there. That was Photoshop, which was great.
Elias with James Storm there.
And somebody pointing out some sort of issue with the shirt, and Sean Ross is like, "You're a bot." It's kind of funny. Anyway, wild.
That whole show, though, that first Raw after Mania, they were hyping all night. They could between each match, they kept saying Reigns was going to be there, and obviously the first time we've been there since winning a Mania, And you were trying to say, oh, what you going to do next and all that. And then he basically turned up at the end of the show and went, tune in Friday. I'll announce what I'm going to do next. See ya.
And then on Friday,
yeah.
didn't was it Nakamura came out on Friday and
He didn't really
they
do
beat
anything
him
on
up?
Friday either. The main thing they announced was he sent the Usos to Raw to unify the tag belts as well.
Yeah, so that's an interesting one.
That's happening at Backlash. Sorry, WrestleMania Backlash. It's a winner takes all match for the tag belts.
That match that we've seen a couple of times before, but now they're unifying a second, because there was rumors even going into WrestleMania that they were going to unify the belts and then just bring another one back. So we'll just be right back to where we were. But now it looks like they're doubling down. They're actually unifying another belt. Maybe the women's is next, or who knows?
Well, it makes sense.
I like it.
Yeah.
And then do they just merge the rosters again and put an end to the whole charade?
Please.
So that was the first that Raw after Mania it's become a big thing, hasn't it, recently? But it wasn't that good, I didn't think.
Last couple of years it hasn't been so big. Well, I mean, people haven't been allowed in, but
that's true.
Not so much traveling. It was always like the European fans put ourselves over that made it a big thing, wasn't it? We invented fandangoing.
That's true, and the beach ball and all that rubbish.
And the beach ball.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at the SmackDown from last week to see what's going on. What happened, sorry. And there's nothing there. It's got a picture and a very brief description of what happened, but nothing else. You see that, Smoot? You're on there now. Go to SmackDown results.
It's always critiquing WWE.com is always my favorite thing here on the show.
Oh no, yeah.
All right, let's see. Yep, SmackDown results. Yeah, they sometimes do this.
That was yesterday. No, sorry, I meant to be before.
The week before. Okay. Scroll down.
If you go to shows.
There we go. Week before.
Oh no, you're there. Yeah, look. Nothing there. It's just not bothered.
You're fired, eggheads. Hold on. What if? Here. What if we did this? Hold on. What if we go to? Yeah, this is the week before, and nothing. Nothing.
It's just a headline.
April 1st. It's got all this stuff. Full detail. Can I do? Hold on. Let's see if this will work. April 8th. Here, full detail.
I don't think there's anything actually there.
No, it's this week.
Great.
There's nothing.
Unbelievable.
Change that one. Change the URL on this one.
I did.
You've got just the date at the top there.
Yeah, that's
Change
what I
that to 08.
Yeah.
Was it that one?
Nothing.
Nothing.
$1 billion company can't run a website.
So I'll just go off where I can remember.
Are you sure it happened?
It did happen.
Yeah, maybe it was just put off, you know.
What's his name? Gunther is now on. He debuted on the main roster. Formerly known as Walter.
Oh, so how long before we get Gunther versus Butch?
Well, they've kind of ruined. Well, not ruined, but they've ruined his mate. What was his mate's name?
Marcel Bartel.
Marcel Bartel. He's now called Ludwig Kaiser.
What?
You know, he wasn't quite German enough.
Was that named after another Nazi general?
Well,
oh my god. What is wrong with
Kaiser,
this
I
company?
guess, was, right?
Kaiser's definitely German, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, he now wears red instead of black. That's the other thing they changed to him.
Of course. Vince with these revolutionary ideas of marketing.
Yeah. Don't know what's going to happen with the rest of Imperium. They're still...
Well, one of them's already gone, right? The Axel Tischer is already gone, but Fabian Eichner, who will probably be renamed Fabian Eichmann, which, there you go. I don't know what happened to him. Why?
Yeah.
I figured they would be the team. They've always been the team, and they were good. And Walter was always the guy.
Oh, here we go. This is great. Even sorry, just not to sidetrack real quick, but like, here's WrestleMania Backlash, right? This is the
WrestleMania Backlash.
Yep, Edge brooding, right? Backlash preview, right? It'll be
It
Rollins.
does look like a skull.
Yeah. It'll be Rollins versus Rhodes Part 2 at WrestleMania Backlash. Oh, that seems great. Let's take a look at the preview. Oh.
WrestleMania Hall of Fame.
There's NXT, yeah. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, UK, Level Up,
Sorry, yeah.
Mrs. and Mrs., Total Bellas, New Day Pod, After the Bell. Huh. Look at that. Huh.
It's not even on. Oh, there it is. WrestleMania Backlash.
Right down here. Well, maybe that was a fluke. Let me try preview again. Oh.
No.
Okay.
But is there anything else on the show? WrestleMania Backlash 2022.
They've only announced the 2 matches, haven't they, up to now?
Yeah. Is there enough to write an article yet?
Well, yeah, maybe if I click down here. Maybe I click down here on this. And then see. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey.
Nothing.
Presented by WWE Credit Card. Because we want to fleece our younger fans out of... Oh, what is this down here? This is horribly out of...
Charlotte again?
Yeah. This is horribly out of place.
Apparently that's the third match. So we've got RK Bro and the Usos in the winner take all. Rhodes and Rollins, freaking Rollins, in the singles, and then Charlotte and Ronda in I Quit.
See, that one loads. Just gonna go back. Does the Charlotte one load? Let's see. Yep. Okay. Everything there works. This looks a little bit better down here.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a carousel in it of what the different matches, but it's not enough.
There's like I think like 8 people total that run the fucking website now, because it's literally just WWE.com staff at the end of every single article.
Yeah. That was the other thing we missed out of the Raw after Mania. They had on the NXT show that was on the Saturday afternoon. The main event was Ziggler against Braun Breaker.
Oh yeah.
And Ziggler won.
Yeah.
At the NXT show, but then lost it on the Raw show. Didn't seem to make a lot of sense. There you go. So Braun Breaker's NXT champion again, if you care.
Guess they figured more people would see it on Raw.
Yeah, suppose.
Make Braun Breaker a bigger deal. But why can't they give him his name back now? They've admitted that he's a...
They went for a little while pretending he wasn't a Steiner, didn't they? And now they're admitting it now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to throw that up, Smith. That's off. Gunter. You have to say Gunter. You can't say Gunter. So yeah.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Just in case you weren't sure if Ludwig Kaiser was German, they put a little German flag on his face.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Marcel Bartel, I figured he was French.
Jesus.
So yeah. Although, have you seen, speaking of Gunter, have you seen the before and after of his weight loss?
Yeah.
It's amazing what he's actually done. Apparently he got told, Vince told him he needed to lose weight.
What?
I believe it. And he did.
And he did, fairly dramatically.
And it's kind of incredible. He looks great, and he, obviously it's, health and whatever, it's a good thing to do. I kind of think he looked more intimidating before, though.
He did look a bit more, yeah. I'm trying to find this before and after shot. I'm sure you might beat me to it, Smith.
I'm not looking.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, he's compared to when he debuted debuted at the UK show, didn't he, in Blackpool? There it is. There.
Yeah, I just got it.
There you go. Yeah, he looks great, hey, but yeah, he looked more intimidating. I
Oh
think.
wow, God, yeah.
I don't know. He looks better on the right. I'll say that. But I don't know
Yeah,
if he
that's
looks...
not a great picture of him on the left, to be fair.
I think he looks better now.
He looks better. Don't get me wrong. I just think
there's a
more...
lot of people that look like that. That's not an unusual. It's a he looks great, obviously, but pro wrestlers generally look a bit like that. Whereas before he was a big dude.
Like Samoa Joe, isn't it? He's the bigger guy, but you don't expect him to do the things he can do.
Yeah, he looks...
or like Keith Lee could lose 20, 30 pounds and still be massive. But if he lost like 100, he just wouldn't really be Keith Lee anymore.
That's true, yeah. Like I still think he's intimidating and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, but he just looks less like a schoolyard bully, like he does on the left.
I kind of like the schoolyard bully thing.
With the name like Walter.
Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther is not much better, as well. I'm not saying that's a step up, but
I think I didn't mind Walter, to be fair, but I think Gunther is probably a little bit better.
Yeah, well, a little bit. Still the drizzling shits.
What would you call him? What stereotypical German name would you use?
I wouldn't go that route. I would just give him some sort of like fierce name that I can't think of at the moment. No, not it. No, come on. Jesus. Oh. I don't know.
Thoughts about it?
I'm not the creative brains here. That's their job.
Call him Ludwig Kaiser. That's a pretty cool name.
No.
Just save that for him.
Schattenjäger.
Schadenfreude.
So yes, that SmackDown ended with Nakamura seemingly getting involved in the title picture again. Which is cool, I think.
Awesome.
Last night on SmackDown, Charlotte Flair put Drew Gulak in the figure 4 for some reason.
Yeah. That is the thing that happened.
Apparently, I don't know if it's something he actually wants to do, but the story they're going with it, he's auditioning to be a interviewer, announcer.
I thought you were going to say a female athlete. And he's going to try to compete with Charlotte.
Sami Zayn keeps running away from Drew McIntyre. So they're having a lumberjack match next week, I think, on SmackDown.
Yay.
Lacey Evans keeps popping up with some stories about when she was a child.
Did she have a blanket?
Apparently she had a bad childhood. Apparently her dad beat her up and stuff. And...
I was going to say, I know that, yeah, genuinely she had a terrible upbringing, but...
Yeah. But yeah, they're using it I imagine she's on her way back to doing this now, so... The last 2 weeks he's been telling her how she had a terrible childhood and how she became a Marine. Obviously not against her, and as you say, she obviously had a terrible childhood, but do we really need to know about all this? During a wrestling show?
It's a weird angle to take, especially since coming off the fact that she was supposed to like be pregnant with Ric Flair.
Yeah,
storyline.
exactly.
I mean, I appreciate her sharing her actual story if this isn't like a work or anything like that, but it's super weird to just drop onto a wrestling broadcast in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. 2 weeks
Well,
they've done it now as well.
Ric Flair's now a stay-at-home dad.
Oh, Jesus. Ay, ay, ay.
Catch up doing the hoovering, cleaning the pots.
Well, that was the other debut as well. He said
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair's debuted again, yeah. No, the one of NXT, the woman, what was her name? Raquel Gonzalez, was it?
Yeah.
She's now Raquel Rodriguez, because why not?
I've got no idea about that one. There's no other
Yeah,
Gonzalez on the show.
No.
Giant Gonzalez was a long time ago.
That's probably what they're thinking, That is genuinely why they've probably done it. But I've just thought as well, we could go and cover what we've done before about the same people having the same name. If Drew Gulak's going to be part of the broadcast team, like they were saying.
Oh no, Drew McIntyre's going to have to change.
Drew McIntyre, yeah. Maybe it'll just be McIntyre.
Oh.
Yeah,
The chosen one, McIntyre.
Big Mac. No, they can't do that. You're not allowed to do that.
Or
Run into problems with that.
Andy. It's Andrew, isn't it? Andy McIntyre.
Andy Mac. Andrew the Giant.
Yeah,
the
all works out. They already have a graphic. Should we talk about?
He likes swinging a sword around, and there is a stereotype that pirates did that. So maybe he could become a pirate somehow.
Like Paul Burchill or whatever?
Paul Burchill?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's 2:45 in the morning.
They were
Maybe
swashbucklers. It's true.
You can swing in on the rope like Paul Burchill used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And use a rubber sword.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, they split Corbin and Madcap Moss up as well.
Okay.
What?
Hear the sense of shock in the...
Cool.
What, in a draft that took place, or?
No, he just
No, just in
turned on
general.
him because
Madcap was
He
making
said he-
jokes, and they were at the expense
Yeah.
of Corbin lately, and
Corbin
Okay,
said he was the
cool.
reason he lost at Mania, not the fact that he just shit.
that too, yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about a couple of other things from Mania here, real quick. We had the Omni Hotel, where
Yeah, that's it, yes.
That
I've
mess.
seen you tweet this. Yeah.
yeah, like the idea is cool and all, but like I see the wrestle part, but the Mania is like all just blocked out. And then night 2, I don't know if I have that. Yeah, here we go. Night 2.
Well, they've overlapped the WWE logo on that first
Yeah,
one.
I think it was in mid-transition.
So like in the middle, it kind of it
Yeah.
still gets a bit.
But here, it still
Trying to
looks
clean it up a
shit.
bit.
It still looks shit.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. And then, if I can find this here, hold on, where was it? Hold on. And then Brock Lesnar, with the arm thing here. I might have been the only one that thought of this here back in the day. Him looking insane.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely looked like he was playing up on the meme.
I think he must have been there, definitely.
Oh.
His whole head went so purple.
It really did.
I don't like it. I get a bit worried when he goes purple like that.
Yeah.
Full on
He's gonna have a
purple.
heart attack or something one of these days.
I can't.
I think that's why he was a lot more laid back in the main event this year. He just looked like he was there for shits and giggles.
I can't not chuckle at that. But yeah, that was just a couple of things to point out. There might have been other stuff, but I don't think it was noteworthy. Oh yeah, Tony Khan, by the way. Because we haven't
I was just
mentioned
gonna
it.
say, I know we're getting quite late on, but what's been on?
Basically, last week he put out a tweet saying an independent study has confirmed that much of the staunch anti-AEW online community aren't real individuals. That the staff running thousands of accounts plus an army of bots to signal boost them. Look closely, there aren't real people. Who'd pay for such a wildly expensive thing?
We can't even pay for people to run their own website, and he thinks that there's an army of bots after him.
Right? And a bunch of people were trying to like dunk on him and things like that. And there was one person that was like, he's been blocking people the whole day. And he replied to this guy saying, no, your other account is literally the only account I've blocked today. David Bixenspan said it's needlessly confusing, and I hate when it's phrased that way, but he's far from the only executive type who used independent to refer an outside form of form they hired himself. Not saying it's good, but it's weirdly common in regards to an independent study that this person, Les Moore, is saying here, saying that, citing an article from, presumably a dirt sheet somewhere, saying that Brian Alvarez said on Wrestling Observer Live that Khan himself had commissioned the study using his analytics company and expects more information to come. To which TK replied,
Is that Les Moore, the at Pro Wrestling?
Yes.
Yeah. So he said he's been offered 5 figures for that Twitter handle.
Yeah.
he won't get rid of it. He did a kind of a satire podcast called Sheet Sandwich.
There it is, yeah.
Where he did like an Observer style like analysis, I guess, of the Observer and other news like dirt sheets. He would say, well, this week Dave Meltzer went in hard on that, kind of reviewing the reviewers. It was funny for a while.
TK saying, not using my own company for it, hired an independent person to review it. I have no idea where Brian got that. I must dock his $200,000 month paycheck according to one of those preposterous lists where Dave also was receiving similar compensation. Then liked/retweeted by hundreds of bots. And then Brian Alvarez chimes in saying, goddamn fucking bots. I never said Tony used his own analytics company. I merely noted he owned one. My point being that he's not some random wacko imagining some conspiracy involving bots. And replying, okay, Brian, clearly a misunderstanding. You can keep your entire $200,000 month paycheck for April. Don't miss AEW Rampage on TNT tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. It's a great card, starting hot with Danielson versus Trent and Regal on commentary. And Mox versus Yuta in the main event will be nuts. And then he later booked Minoru Suzuki versus Samoa Joe and then just added
That's
himself,
awesome.
I really wasn't messing around today.
Oh.
So, there you go. There's some Tony Khan shenanigans on Twitter lately. Well, on top of the other stuff that we mentioned earlier.
I appreciate a rich guy who can like do stuff and has a sense of humor about it.
And pay the dirt
funny.
sheets, 6 figures.
And be self-aware enough about what's being said about everything. Yeah. He can,
Yeah.
It's about paying off the dirt sheets.
I don't know. I really think I would like him more if he would make amends with Big Swole and just like apologize for how he dragged her through the mud on Twitter.
Yeah, he said a thing. It was a pretty. He didn't need to say it. That's true.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I did catch some AEW during the week of you mentioned it there where Regal was on commentary.
Yeah.
I need more of that. I think he's great on commentary.
He is great on commentary.
I also love the way he keeps calling Excalibur the man in the mask.
It's a great bit. Anything else before we get out of here? Because I know it's late for you guys.
It is getting late.
Yeah.
So
I think that's it.
Easter weekend. Who cares?
You clearly have no children.
I hope not.
Still am one.
I know. I've got a fridge full of Easter eggs. Technically, that's not mine. Speaking of Regal, actually, one last thing I've just noticed. He's apparently starting a podcast.
Oh.
I'll be good. I'll be tuning into that one.
It'd be interesting to hear what his take is on things.
But yeah, I'm looking at the rest of the news, but not much has happened.
Alrighty. Well, we'll be back hopefully next week, unless we aren't. Which Chuck's was on location last week.
Yeah, that's true. I was scouting out the Principality Stadium.
We're not even mentioning that.
I was staying very close to it.
We've not even mentioned. Yeah, we're finally getting our
Carnage in
WrestleMania
Cardiff.
in air quotes. Carnage in Cardiff.
Carnage. That could be it.
Yeah.
They haven't got a name for it yet. Cardiff Carnage. That works.
Ugh.
So yeah, we're getting our greatest WrestleMania or whatever they're gonna call it.
The greatest WrestleMania in Cardiff.
Greatest WrestleMania in Cardiff. Yeah.
WrestleMania Dragon.
Yeah, sure. I don't know if it'll
You
be
can laugh
WrestleMania.
now.
I don't think it'll be WrestleMania.
Everything else is, it might as well be.
Well, true. When's the date? September?
September 3rd. Yeah.
It's in September.
WrestleMania 2.
Oh my god. No. I'm thinking either like maybe SummerSlam or like maybe a Survivor Series type of thing.
They've already announced. I thought it might be SummerSlam, but they've already announced that at the somewhere in Tennessee, I think.
Yeah, the first time ever in Tennessee
Yeah.
for SummerSlam.
So,
Yeah, Cardiff. I don't know.
might
Well-
use. Yeah, she's one of the old names, Rebellion or something.
Not Insurrection.
Not into
No,
Not Insurrection.
Didn't Impact use Rebellion?
I think so. They may have that trademark now.
Yeah.
So
I'll be
September is usually Clash of Champions. Last year it was Extreme Rules was rescheduled for September. It could be that.
I
Be
don't
Extreme
see it
Rules.
being something that they've already got though, unless it's a WrestleMania, which it won't be. Just because of how big the show's going to be, I don't think it'll be something. We'll get our version of Crown Jewel. It'll be something different.
The greatest.
Got the actual crown jewels.
The Crown Jewels.
The Crown Jewel of Cardiff.
Also,
Still thinking that a dragon's going to make its way in there.
Yeah. That'll be like the
Oh,
transition from all the video packages. It'll be like a little dragon breathing some fire on you.
if the
Yeah.
chef's on a massive dragon, then I'm a going.
There'll be a castle there as well.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll actually know anything about Cardiff and make, or they just go with the UK theme and have like red phone boxes and stuff?
Probably.
Oh yeah, probably. And just wind all the wells shut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That'll be the thing as well. Someone's bound to say that they're in England.
Oh god, yeah. Not this far from London.
Just on the outskirts of London, England.
Just outside of London.
That'll
In the shadow of London. They'll actually say something.
Oh yeah, the shadows of London. Yeah,
In
that's
the shadow of London.
yeah. That's
Drew
definitely-
McIntyre's just miles outside of his hometown.
Just
Oh my
down the road.
God. They would say that.
There's the hometown crowd of Sheamus in front of his countrymen.
Oh my god. It's still gonna happen.
They would do that. They absolutely would do that.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have some kind of stupid match as well, like a Cardiff street fight, but they call it something else.
Cardiff Carnage.
Cardiff, maybe. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, should we get out of here?
Let's get out of
All
here.
right, we'll be back next week. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you then. Good night, everyone.
Bye.